time to float. Hi everybody, welcome to Llew's Reviews. And this is a show where I talk about movies that I've just checked out. And this is a day and age where we talk remakes and reboots. A lot of them are hits and misses. Pew 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 flat. But the movie that we're going to check out today definitely hit its mark. It was awesome, it was great, it was spooky. This is a reimagining of a classic Stephen King story, simply known as It. The hell did I get that balloon from? So, just a disclaimer, I don't like to give away too much about the story. No spoiler talk. I will base everything that I say is what you've seen from trailers, and I will be referencing the old 1990 miniseries where Tim Curry took on the role as the infamous Pennywise the Dancing Clown. So going into this movie, I did have some expectations, especially with this day and age and the technology that we have. The movie nailed it with the cinematography. The actors were all great, especially the young actors. They really held their own here. And it was really good to see, what's his face? Finn Wolfhard. You might have recognized him with those big ass glasses, but he's actually in Stranger Things. As for the actor filling in the big shoes of Pennywise the Dancing Clown, Bill Skarsgård, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I hope I get that right. He was cool, very effective, very creepy as shit, and I hope to see what else he's gonna do for the next one. But this is by far probably one of the best Stephen King adaptations from book to film that I've seen out of all the movies that I've seen so far. The Shining, number one. So the movie takes place in a town called Derry in the state of Maine. But on a side note, the movie was shot in Toronto. Oh, Canada. So the story really unfolds when we follow a stuttering young boy named Billy. When he lets his little brother Georgie with a little sailboat. We've seen this before in the 1990s one, and now in this one we've seen it in the trailers where he bumps his head. So, just to stop myself there right now, before I ruin your personal viewing for the movie, I'm just gonna say Georgie goes missing. Lets his brother go out and sailing out in the rain, which is a completely bad idea. But in the 1980s, we didn't have cell phones and a lot of video games to play at home and get fat and get pimples and stuff like that. This was the 80s. This is how we had fun. We went out and got exercise, even in the rain. So we've established that Billy is the main protagonist of the story. But there are 6 other kids who deal with Pennywise the Dancing Clown with their own creepy, frightening experiences. Now I'm going to be making a little bit of reference to the 1990s miniseries. Here's the thing about Tim Curry. He was a bit of a prankster. His voice is very flamboyant and out there and trying to get your attention.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
Hey Georgie, you want to come down here and suck my balls? Have a balloon. The thing about Bill Skarsgård here, his is more quiet, more reserved. Tim Curry's were loud and rambunctious and trying to get your attention. Bill Skarsgård is very intimate. He's talking directly to you, almost one-on-one in a very whispering, kind of creepy tone.
Hiya, Georgie. What a nice boat. Do you want it back?
It's creepy, right?
Because they pop.
And within the first 5 minutes of the movie, they made the point very clear about this clown. I always thought Tim Curry was a bit of a prankster. Here's an example from the 1990 miniseries. Ben starts kissing a girl, and then all of a sudden it becomes it. Kiss me, pretty boy.
Kiss me, fat boy.
It's a prank, right? He's just messing with you. In this movie, in the 2017 one, what it is an evil entity that disguises itself as a clown, and it's going to kill you. If it catches you, you are going to die. These kids, the stuff that they see, each and every one of them, they're all different and all scary in their own different way. It's very personal. Eddie is the asthmatic kid. He's scared of leopards, and it's scary to him. And you sympathize with him, and you sympathize with all these characters, and it's scary for them. Next to Bill is his best friend, and his name is Richie. I know this kid from Stranger Things. The only difference here is he's got these big ass glasses, and he's a potty mouth. He likes to say balls, mother, and all that. He also works as a comic relief for the group. You know, we do need to laugh after seeing all the that we have to see in this movie. We have Beverly, who is the only female member of the group, but she holds herself pretty strong with the rest of the young men here. Ben, the obese little kid who's gonna be bullied, right? But he provides a lot of intel on the history of what's happening in Derry. Mikey, token black kid, who, like Ben, provides further intel on the history of Derry. And then we have Stan, who it kind of just looks like he's always about to pee in his pants. With that being said, there are 7 kids, so it is a lengthy movie. We do deal with them, each and every one of them, and their own certain fears, as Pennywise just terrorizes them. But through their shared experiences, they come together and form the Losers Club. And to solve the mystery of what's happening in this godforsaken town. The movie clocks in at around 2 hours and 15 minutes, and the pattern here is that we follow each and every single kid with their own little scares. But each of them were scary in their own way, and some were scarier than others, but each of them were all great in their own way. I paid money to have a spooky good time, and a spooky good time I had indeed. And I don't know what it is about having Finn Wolfhard again. He just is that 80s looking kid, I guess. It was good to have that summer 80s vibe. New Kids on the Block, arcades, outdoors, rock fights. Yes, we had rock fights. Is that still a thing now these days? Or do we just like cyberbully each other these days? These nice little moments of the summer in the 80s are good moments to breathe in the movie. And then you realize you're watching it and you gotta deal with a friggin' clown that's trying to kill you. And as of 2017 right now, I know James Wan is doing really, really well with like Insidious and Conjuring, and Annabelle. A lot of ghost stories are happening right now. It was really, really nice and refreshing to see something different. A clown. An evil clown that's trying to kill children. Thanks, Stephen King. Overall, visually, with the technology that we have with cinema these days, it was terrifying to look at. The cinematography was great. The lighting, shadows. Every actor, even the kids, all held their own. Really, really great performances. With that being said, I'm going to give this movie 4.5 balloons out of 5. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out all the other reviews that I've had so far. Just look down, over there, like, subscribe, and you'll be good to go. We'll see you next time.